Hello, 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 virtual family. Hop on in the room. I hope that you all had an amazing day today. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let me know how you're doing. Say hello in the comments. Hi, Rave. How are you? Thank you so much for hopping on. Let me know where you're signing in from. Hi, Johnner. Hello to you. Hi, Lester. Welcome to my virtual space. Hop on in the room. Let me know how you're doing. How was your day? I hope that you had an amazing day. Hello, everyone. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the follow button. I am regularly live on this platform. Usually it's 6:30 in the morning, but I'm doing something special for the month of November. So that is why. Hey, Jasmine, how are you? So I'm doing something special for the month of November. I am doing well. I had an amazing day today. I hope that you did as well. So I'm doing something special for the month of November. Let's just say it's Black Friday for me all through the month of November. So hop on in the room. Hello, Lester. Awesome. I love that. Hi, Lester. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you. So again, I'm doing something special for the month of November. I'm going to be on as often as I can because I want to help as many as possible to position yourself in this internet space, right? So you can add an additional income to your household, whether you want to do it before the end of the year or if you want to do it in the start of the new year, however or whenever you want to do that. I want to help you do it, right? I want to show you how you can use the skills, the talents, the expertise that you already have to add an additional stream of income to your household, right? I want to show you how you can do that. So if you're joining me, if you're on here, thank you all so much for the hearts. Thank you, Lester. Hi, God's glory. How are you? How are you doing? So if you are interested in adding a stream of income to your household with the gifts that you already have, the skills, the experience that you already have, right? You want to start a business with that. I want to help you to do that. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to add one additional stream of income to your household. Go ahead and put a 1 in the comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the hearts. Hey, Nate, how are you? Oh, you're doing excellent. Awesome. I love that. Consuela, hello to you. Thank y'all for participating. Thank you. Now listen, for those of you who weren't on last night, right, when I did my stream last night, I want to share a scripture with you that absolutely changed the way that I looked at the skills, the expertise that I have, right, the know-how that I have. There is a story in the Bible that changed how I viewed the certifications that I had, even if it was something that I did years ago, but I still have the know-how. I still know how to make it work. I still know how to perform it. This Bible story has taught me that I can turn that into income to change the life of myself and my family and those whom I serve. So I'm going to read the story again for those of you who weren't on last night. Listen, by the time we get through the month of November, we will all be versed on 2 Kings chapter 4 because I'm going to hammer that story because it made a difference for me and I want it to make a difference for all of you. All of you who are thinking, I want an additional stream of income, but I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do, right? I don't know what's the first step to do. But 2 Kings chapter 4 tells you what to do. It changed my life and I want it to change your life as well. And then I want to help you with some practical things so that you can actually implement them in your life so you can add an additional stream of income. So let's go to 2 Kings Second Kings chapter 4. We're going to read from verse 1 through to 7. So here it goes. Now there cried a certain woman of the wife of the sons of the prophets unto Elisha, saying, Thy servant, my husband, is dead, and thou knowest that thy servant did fear the Lord, and the creditors come to take unto him my two sons for bondmen, right? So they owe money. Now the creditors are coming to take their kids as payment for whatever they owed, right? But these creditors, they represent the bills or the things that you need to finance in your life. That's what it represents, right? So, and Elisha said unto her, What shall I do for thee? Right? Maybe you've been praying, God, I need to add an additional stream of income to my household. God, I need to figure out how can I make more money? Like there are things that I need to do. There are things that I need to pay for, but I can't figure out how to add income to my household. Like I don't know what to do. So I'm showing up as your prophet today to tell you how you're going to do it. All right? I'm going to tell you how you're going to do it. So Elisha said unto her, What shall I do for thee? Right? Then he continues, Tell me, what hast thou in the house? So I'm asking you tonight, as the prophet of God, what do you have that you can monetize? What skills, what talents, what experience you have that we can put that together, package it, right? Because you got to package it now, package it well, and then you're going to sell it. Right? But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What shall I do for thee? The prophet says, Tell me, what hast thou in thy house? And she said, Thine handmaid had not anything in the house save a pot of oil. So you're probably saying the only thing I got is I have this accounting degree, right? I work for an accounting company, and that's all I have. I just know how to do accounting, right? You can turn that into an additional stream of income besides just doing it for your boss. You can turn that into an additional stream of income, and we're going to get there. Let's keep going. She said, all I have is a pot of oil. Then he said, Go borrow vessels. So you need a vehicle for this know-how that you have. You need a vehicle to package up the know-how that you have. I'm studying accounting and business analytic. That is awesome, Jazz. Awesome. I'm telling you, all these small businesses out here that don't know how to balance their books, there are so many of them. But you got to package your service and you have to position yourself well so that they can find you, right? So here we go. He said, Go, borrow thee vessels abroad of all thy neighbors, even empty vessels. Borrow not a few. So don't think that you're limited to just your 9 to 5 that you work. You're not limited to it. And I'm going to show you how I didn't limit myself to my career, right? I still kept my career as a pediatric nurse. I still work as a pediatric nurse, run my business, and have multiple streams of income on top of that, right? So I'm going to show you. I have it all mapped out. But let's finish up the story. We're almost done. He said, Borrow not a few. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself in what you can do. And when thou art come, this is the prophet talking to the woman now. And when thou art come in, thou shalt shut the door upon thee and upon thy son, and shall pour out into all those vessels, and thou shalt set aside that which is full. So when you get yourself together and you figure out what it is that you have, what it is that you would like to package, right, and position yourself, he's saying, okay, you got to put the work in. Like, you got to do something. You got to do something. And the crazy thing about us as believers is that we keep praying for a miracle, but we don't want to participate in the miracle. We're praying, God, send a blessing. God sent a financial breakthrough, and he is already giving us the power to make wealth. You already are equipped with the gifts, the talents that you need. You just got to do some work to package it, right? You have to do some work to position yourself so that those who need your goods and your services can find you. And when they find you, it needs to be presentable, because I don't just buy anything, and you don't just buy anything, right? You don't just go to the store and you pick up the bread and the bread is in a half open a bag. You wouldn't buy that, right? So you have to package your gifts and your talents. God has already given you the power to make wealth. You got to learn how to package it and position yourself so that the income will flow, right? But let's finish the story. So he says, close the door, pour into the vessels. The vessels are the vehicle that's going to carry the blessing, right? And thou shalt set aside that which is full. So she went from him. She left. After the prophet spoke, she left. It says that she went from him and shut the door, her and her son, who brought the vessels to her, and she poured. So you got to do some work here. You got to do some work. You have to participate. You're praying for a financial miracle. God has equipped you with gifts and talents and know-how, the way that you know how to solve problems, the way that you know how to decorate. I have a friend that when she has any events at her house, like the way she sets up her yard, the way she sets up her entire house, it's like she hired somebody to do that. Like, she's got skills. And that is not even her 9-to-5, right? She's got skills. You have the know-how. You know how to decorate. You know how to put things together and make it look presentable. Gifts and talents, you just need to learn how to package it and how to position yourself so that people can find you and pay for the services that you have. But let's finish the story and then I'll show you how you can do that. All right? So she locked the door, her and her son, and she poured. And it came to pass, when the vessels were full, that she said unto her son, bring me yet a vessel. And he said unto her, there's not a vessel more. And the oil stopped. So all the gifts and the talents that you have not activated, and you haven't been using it and using it as much as possible, you don't want to wait until you can no longer function in it because you haven't been utilizing that gift and that talent that you have. No, you don't want that to happen to you. And here's the last one. Then she came back to the prophet, right? Because she's going to report what happened. She did as the prophet told her to do. And here she comes to the prophet again. She came and told the man of God, and he said, go sell the oil. Go sell the gifts that you have. Go sell the experience that you have, right? Go sell the know-how that you have. Go sell it. But don't skip the step of packaging it well. That's why the prophet told her, go get vessels. It needs to be packaged well. Then you're going to go sell it. Go and sell it and pay thy debt. Pay thy debt. Now, here's one thing that I did when I moved to New Jersey. I used to live in New York, right? And I've always had multiple streams of income. That's so crazy. I moved to New Jersey from New York. When I lived in New York, like, transportation was like this. There was always a train. There was always a bus, always a train, always a bus. Like, you weren't waiting too long for transportation to come. But then I moved to New Jersey and found out that I had to stand there for half an hour to 45 minutes or 20 to 35 minutes before a bus would show up. I was like, oh no, I can't do this. I have to buy me a car. So I had 2 full-time jobs. One check to pay my bills, and the other check was to put aside to buy my car. And I was able to buy my car cash. Multiple streams of income. Utilizing your skills, your gifts, and your talents, right? Utilizing your skills, your gifts, and your talents. So he said, Go, sell the oil, pay thy debt, and live thou on and thy children on what's left. So I asked you, what do you have? What do you know how to do? Right? What do you know how to do? What are your gifts? What are your talents? And don't say anything about my handwriting. You can't read the handwriting of a doctor. You can't. I can. I struggle with it, but I can. I was trained to read the handwriting of a doctor, so don't talk about my handwriting. So, what are your skills? What are your talents? What are your experience that you can package and turn that into a product or a service, right? You're good at cleaning. You're good at tidying up, right? You're good at organizing. You can package that, but you have to package it well and position yourself well so that the right people can find you. So I'm asking you, what are your skills? What are your talents? What are your experience that we can package and package it well and then position you so that those who need your goods and your service, they can find you. And here's the thing, with the social media age that we're living in, you're not limited to your reach. You're not limited to your reach, right? And you don't have to pay TV stations to advertise your business. You can get on social media. There are people, all the people that you're looking for, all the people that needs your solution that you have, they're on social media. But you have to position yourself. You have to package your gifts and your talents, package your skills or your know-how, and then position yourself, right? Position yourself to make that extra income. Maybe you're a good communicator. You need to get in the social media space and stop scrolling and position yourself, right? Stop being, what's the term? Stop being a consumer and become a producer. Don't just consume content on social media. You need to be producing something that is showing, hey, I know how to do this. Hey, I know how to do that. Here's a service that I offer, right? You have to stop just consuming and start producing. So here's an income map that I have. And this, I'm going to show you how I was able to infiltrate these areas, get into them so that I can get income from them based on my gift. I have a gift of communication. I'm gifted in teaching. Like, this is my skill, my know-how, my gifts. Gift in teaching, right? Gift in communication. So what do? I had to package it, figure out how can I position myself to get paid for talking, for showing up on camera, right? So you have to figure out what it is that you know how to do, that you can package and position yourself to get paid for it. So on this platform, TikTok, I do have subscription, and I have a subscription set up. So when the live stream comes on, like at the bottom, it would say, would you like to subscribe to my content? So I have specific content for a specific audience, and they pay a monthly fee for that, right? I get paid from gifts. I get paid from the affiliates program. I was just doing a review on this top that I have on, right? Because it just came in the mail today. I have to do a review and get it out to the brand. So for those of you who want to get brand deals, right? You want to be able to do review because that's something that you love. You like to dress up like me, right? That's the only reason why I have on these sequins pants tonight. I did not go to a wedding. I did not go to a fancy dinner. I had to do a review on this top for the brand that sent it out to me. All right. So that's something that you can do, but you have to position yourself well. You have to learn how to communicate, right? So they'll reach out to you and say, hey, I want to work with you. I'm going to send you my products. Can you do a review on it? That's easy income, right? I just got dressed up, turned my light on, turn my phone, because I have cameras, but I don't really use them. Like, I always film on my phone. So it's the same phone that I use to make phone calls. Well, no, not that one. That's my work phone. And then this is the one that I use to make phone calls, right? But I use a phone to review this top. And I got them for free, 3 of them in a set, right? but I love dressing up. And I've positioned myself as a communicator. I've positioned myself with my skill of being presentable on camera so that I can make money that way. So you got to figure out what your gifts, your talents are. So I'm in the affiliates program as well, right? On Facebook, I do post a lot of content because I love content creating. So I get the bonus, the monthly bonus that they release. That's another stream of income. And I have paid groups on Facebook, right? And that's because I'm a good communicator. That's because I've studied on how to coach. I'm a master life coach, right? So you got to dig in your background. Like, what is it that I learned how to do that somebody else would pay me to help them figure it out? Like, that's how you're going to change your financial status, okay? But I'm going to help you more. This is going to help you. So I break it down. This is my financial roadmap. I guess you could say that. So I have a really big vision. This is my ministry vision, right? You need a vision. You need to write out your vision. And quick, shameless plug, I'm going to put in here, I'm hosting an event in January, the Trailblazer Summit. If you don't know how to write out your vision, if you don't know what a vision is and why you need one, I would recommend that you register for the Trailblazer Summit. There's a link in my bio that you can use to register for it because I'm going to be teaching on vision casting. You need a vision. That's going to give you direction. You can't just wake up every day and wonder, not sure where you're going or why you're going there, right? You can't just do things and don't know why you do them. So I have a ministry vision. I need a facility that's going to host or house a relief program, right? Right now I do international work, and so I send relief to Kenya. I'm taking care of some widows there, right? So I do relief programs. I'm also going to be hosting the School of Ministry there. So for people who want to get into ministry, but they may not have the connection, but they need to learn how to operate in ministry. Right now, I'm in school for theology. The goal is to get my doctorate in theology. So there'll be the School of Ministries, and then my program for teen and young moms, Glow Moms Academy, for teen and young moms, teaching them life skills for success. So this is my ministry vision. This is my ministry vision. I think people with similar calling have similar gifts and talents. Yeah, they do. So this is my ministry vision. So when I show up, when I say that I need additional income, I need to make more money because I need to fund this ministry vision. So you need a vision. You need something bigger than you. All right. So that you can remain motivated. There are times that I don't really feel like getting on camera, but this ministry vision keeps me showing up because there are other people on the other side of this that's waiting for my help. Right. So I have to fund that. I'm interested in helping teen moms as well, including a book. That's awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm going to DM you. After this, we can talk more about it. All right. But that's my passion. I was a teen mom, right? I dropped out of high school twice because I had both my boys. So at the age of 15, I was raising two boys, right? So it's my passion to give back to teen moms. Like, I didn't get this successful just to forget about where I'm coming from. Okay, I was too a mom at 15. Okay, we can talk, we can partner up and get this thing going. All right. So I didn't get all this success to just forget about where I'm coming from. And why I do the relief programs. Here's the thing. When I had my first son, and it's just crazy. There was a couple, I believe they lived in Canada. There was a couple that adopted me and my son. So every month they would send money so that he could have diapers and have formula. So they adopted me and my son. So I have to give back. Like, I didn't just get up here, get all the success just to forget about where I'm coming from. So that's why these things are important for me. They're not just hype. Like, people just do things to get on camera. They do things to hype their self up. Like, this is connected to me. Like, I have sentimental connection to these things that I'm doing, right? So the relief program is important to me because I understand the difference that it makes. It doesn't matter how small it is. When that couple sent that relief for me every month, it made a difference. Like, I could buy diapers for my son. I could buy formula for him. So these are heart projects, not just ministry vision, but they're heart projects, right? So to fund that, here's what I do, how my income breaks down, and y'all can do the same. That's the only reason I share this, is to encourage you that you can do the same as well. That's the only reason why I share this information, to increase your faith that, hey, if she can do it, I can do it too. So to fund this heart project that I'm doing coaching, and coaching comes from the leadership skills that I have and my studies, because I'm a master life coach. So I did study to do that, right? I went to school, like I completed a program with 2 psychologists that taught me in the program. So coaching, I coach from my leadership skills and from my studies, and I mentor. My mentorship is based on my life skills and principles. So what life skills do you have? What principles that you live by that they could help somebody? You just got to figure out how to package it, right? Then the affiliates program that I told you about earlier, that's from Purpose and Passion. I love creating content. So I have no hesitation when it comes to dressing up and just creating the content for the affiliates program. My books, I wrote my books based on my life experience. So maybe you have a life experience that you want to put in a book. That's another way, right? That's another way to do it. And I know a lot of people that wrote their books and then created coaching programs from the book itself. So there's so many ways that you can spin this to make money, right? There's so many ways that you can spin it to make money. Then speaking. So speaking from purpose, life experience, and studies. So what I've learned, whether through a program, through my life experience, right? Or purpose driven, right? Then realtor, like I have a real estate license. I don't go out and do showing and all that stuff. I just do referrals. So if I know somebody that wants to find a house or wants to find an apartment, I would refer them to the office that I used to work out of and get a commission from that. So there's so many ways that you can add income to your household. Like, you got to sit down and write out the things that you know how to do, right? And I have a skills assessment in what I'm going to show you. So let me get through this. Then again, Facebook and TikTok, that's connected to purpose and passion. So what's your purpose? What's your passion? Then the consulting arm of my business, that's from my project management certification. So maybe you need to do a quick course. You know how to do project management. Like, I've been doing project management, but I didn't have a certificate in it. So this year I decided that I was going to go get certified so I can learn some additional tools that will make my business more efficient, right? That I could help more people. So I got the project management certification this year. So these are just ways that I bring in income to fund this huge vision that I've got, right? This huge vision that I've got. So what I want to do for you all to help you figure out, because this is what you need to get done. You need to do a skills assessment to figure out what are the skills that you have that you can monetize. Then you need communication training to know how to present what it is that you know how to do, right? Just getting on this camera and talking the way that I'm talking didn't just happen overnight. It didn't. If you had the opportunity to see some of the videos that I made in earlier days, you'd be like, that's not the same person, because it isn't. Right? So you need communication training. You also need audience training, because not everybody is your audience, and you have to understand that, so you don't get discouraged when somebody gets on your live stream and they say something negative. They're not your people and you can't worry about them. So you need audience training to recognize who your people are and how you can best serve them, right? The next thing that you need, systems training. Right? When you package your gifts, your talents, your experience, when you've packaged it, you need systems to make a smooth transition for those who come and find you and want your goods or your services. You need to learn systems that will help you with that. All right? I'm rushing through because I gotta get off of here. So my offer to you tonight, to help you do everything that I just talked about, how I position myself, how I understand how to get on these cameras and position myself so that I can get brand deals, I can get brands reaching out to me, right? How I understood my skills and how to package my skills. My offer for you is the Coachpreneur Blueprint. The Coachpreneur Blueprint. That is my program, and it is your ticket to your next stream of income. It's your ticket to your next stream of income. So I'm going to show you what comes in the Coachpreneur Blueprint. I'm going to show you really quickly, and then I have to hop off here. All right? Because I have somebody that's waiting on me. So I'm going to show you really quickly. You are on it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.